Okie dokie. Let's just hop straight in, because it slipped my mind to stop the uploads for the the Joe Light channel, so I had to quickly deal with that. Man, I'm still a bit spoiled by how quickly stuff loads. With the power of the PS5. No, the power of having no mechanical drives in consoles anymore. Otto. Speak with Otto.
Not all of the noble.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure we did all the side stuff I wanted to last time, so
Otto, is now a good time?
straight to story.
It's not a bad one. How's Jill doing?
Ah, she's been better. Ty is making sure she gets the rest she needs.
Good.
Any word on Kupka's movements?
Vivian's doing what she can to try and track him, but she's feeding on scraps. We've sent ours out to the curse breakers and our other friends in the west, asking them to keep their eyes peeled for anything unusual. No leads yet, but it's only a matter of time.
All right. Let me know when you find something.
There he is. All right, Clive. Still busy saving the world.
Mid. When did you get back?
Is that Sid's granddaughter?
Just now.
What about your studies?
Same name as the grandson in
Since
5.
Kupka invaded Rosaria, all the canvas in uproar about it. He's gone mad. He's turned rogue. It'll be us next. You try concentrating with all of that.
All right, you win.
How long will you be staying this time?
Dunno. A while, most likely. Any road, while I'm here, I was hoping you could do us a favour.
Mid. You can't just expect me to...
Please, oblige her. While we are busy tracking down Kupka, you should have a little time to spare.
Professor! Now there's a face I haven't seen in a while. Shouldn't you have it buried in a dusty old tome?
I did, till a familiar trill pricked my ears. As ever, your exuberance is a breath of fresh air, which successfully scattered the painstakingly assembled fragments of my thoughts.
I'll take that as a compliment. Well, Clive, you heard the professor. So, I'll meet you in the storeroom when you're done.
Wait, hold on. Breath of fresh air. Bloody tempest, more like.
Very faintly hear
Oi,
Moogle noises.
Otto, you got my gill?
Otto.
Huh? What are you on about? My fee for bringing Mid across. She said you were paying. That
Wow.
The storeroom, was it? I wonder what Mid's plotting.
Nothing good, no doubt. I don't think. Oh yeah, no. I've been up here because this is the infirmary where Joe is.
All right, Clive. I just need some rest.
Got an excuse to be up here, I suppose.
Thank you, Sid, for coming back to us. You're the glue keeping this place together.
Shouldn't you be getting some rest?
Sid's gonna chop off Kupka's head this time.
Yeah, we'll lob it off. Is it actually connected? It's connected from there, I see.
Must be hard. Hearing what became of the place.
The capital's as strange to me as I am to her. It was a lifetime ago,
Alright.
You took your time.
I'm a busy man, Mid.
I'll get to the point then. I want to turn the room down there into a workshop like the one I had at Dad's place.
Mid, you've only just come back.
And I've been thinking about it for a while. Dad said I had a knack for engineering, told me everything he knew about it, then sent me off to Canva to learn everything he didn't. That was his dream for me, that one day I'd put my studies to use for the good of the cause. But I'm helping no one stuck at school. I've studied enough. It's time I put my knack to work. I know that I can help the people here, and I want to do it.
Well, well, well. If Sid could see you now. All right? I'll tell Otto you'll be staying.
I knew you'd say yes. Which is why I wrote up a list of jobs for you.
Ugh.
For me?
Who else?
What do you want me to do?
First things first, I need equipment and materials to start making my own. There's the designs for the stuff I need, and the stuff it needs smithing from. The other materials I can work myself. Just need a generous benefactor to lay them on for me. Apart from the wood, I'll need a carpenter for that, but I can just borrow yours.
Is that everything?
For now. I'll let you know if I need out else.
Getting to work. You mean resuming work? More like. Oh my gosh.
Where to start? Materials and tools. That means Karen and Blackthorn.
Here's hoping I have the shenanigans for that.
How's it coming along?
Nearly there. Just need to get these last boards.
Blackthorn, you busy?
What does it look like?
I have a commission for you. From Mid. She requires certain tools. Do you think you can make them?
Bloody hell. What's she planning to build with this stuff? An airship?
Hmm.
Yeah. I'll see what I can do. Tell her I'll bring them over when I'm done.
My thanks. And Mid's, no doubt.
I thought there was a new recipe. New recipe. Yep.
Back, are ya? What do you want?
Ooh. Oh, so there's the point of having. Oh man, hopefully it didn't ruin a future build by selling an old sword.
No scratches, right?
Oh, there's a Drake Slayer thingy. So I get. Oh, I get to make both of them. Oh, no, I don't. I have an option. I mean, this is more defense and stuff, so we'll just have
Loved
that.
you a good while.
Okay. Dang, that looks sick. Okay.
It's all right. Was wondering where you got to. Mid's back from Canva. Have you seen her?
Just now. She's planning to set up a workshop in the stores and ask me to buy her some materials. Here's the list. Think you can find everything on there?
This lot. Wouldn't be much of a trader if I couldn't.
Excellent. As for payment,
It's paid 100 times over by what that girl's done for us. If it weren't for her filters, we'd have naught to drink but blight water, and that would have drained the life out of us long ago.
indeed it would.
I'll send the stuff on to Mid when it comes in.
Thank you, Karen. That just leaves the carpenter. Let's see if Bardolph's available.
Okay. Wait. Oh, it's down there. Okay. The carpenter.
Do with a good oil in this, could?
Should be enough to... How do, Master Sid?
Bardolph. Mid's looking to build a workshop in the storeroom, and she needs the aid of a skilled carpenter. So naturally I thought of you.
Well, I'd love to help the young miss however I can. But I'm afraid I got my hands full just keeping this place afloat. There's holes need patching, and if I don't patch 'em, will all of us sink into the mere. I'd gladly spare Mid all the time I have, but the sad truth is, I ain't got none.
I see.
It don't have to be me, though, does it? What about that other fella? You know, the one over at Martha's Rest. Bernard, was it?
That's right. And he is a friend of the cause. I'll ask Martha if she can spare him. Thank you, Bardolph.
Least I could do.
Okay. Look at all this new stuff. Is there new stuff at the shop? Let me check that out first before we skedaddle. I had the controller charging for a tiny bit. Maybe I should have had it charging for a bit longer, but I think for the stream it should be fine. I'm already hoping worst comes to worst, though I could just have the USB-C cable reach to where I am.
Is it business?
Or dealing damage. Oh, right. I have no potions.
You'll not find a better price than that.
Cause we did some difficult battles last time.
You're rubbing me blind, you know.
After buying all your thingies. Oh wait, since when? Huh?
It'd better all be here.
XP earned by 15%.
You're rubbing me blind, you know.
Hmm.
Is that all?
For now. Let's see, off to Martha's Rest. Again.
Ah, Clive, what brings you to the Rest?
Our home finds itself in need of an extra carpenter. I wondered if I might be able to borrow Bernard for a short while.
I don't mind if he don't. We're all friends here, aren't we?
Thank you, Martha. Do you know where I might find him?
He went up to Cressida on business. No idea what, mind. Place is a ruin. Far as I know, he's still there.
I'll look for him there then.
Oh, I don't know why it took me this long. Yeah, he's the carpenter that fixed the bridge. Right. To the ruins, huh? Oops. No. Well, there's no fast way on over there, so probably just have to use the trunk combos. Funny how the day I'm using the PS5 is one of the colder days. Forever shall be paranoid about it overheating now. Trunk combo. I mean, it's been fine since I went since that one incident, so yeah, I'm hoping it stays that way. Wonder how many people didn't do the Chocobo side quest. Actually, you know what? It's probably something I don't have to worry about. How do I check Chibos? Track your progress. Let's see. I know one of these trophies already kind of spoiled that your house gonna get the stone powers. Oh, that was a Chibo. Huh. Oh wait, you have to do it 5 times. Oh, okay. Oh, I could do that. Oh yeah, of course it's Chibos for all the DLC. I'm a bit... I guess I couldn't find one on a Chocobo. I'm a bit torn on the whole DLC thing, because on one hand, I didn't do any of the DLCs for 15. And that's a thing that... Oh, I'll have to double check. My opinions, my thoughts on people's opinions may be incorrect, but I'm pretty sure people say that they like the DLC for 15.
You do, Bernard.
For 16 though, I don't know.
Here.
I've not
have a
dug
proposition
into
for
it at
you.
all.
Oh, do you know?
Don't get me wrong, I love this game. I've been like, really liking this over 15. But I don't know if it's enough of a love to buy the DLC. He says buying the DLC for Xenoblade 3 just like that, because, you know, but it's Xenoblade though, come
Building
on.
a workshop, you say? Well, that beats tacking boards to bridges, sure enough. And if Martha didn't mind me being gone a while, then neither do I. You just tell me where you want me.
That's the spirit.
I couldn't ask a favor, though, could I? Before we go?
Of course.
Well, that there is Cressida, where I grew up. Ain't much left of it now, though. Except my parents' graves. But I came up here hoping to visit. I even patched up the bridge to get across. Only to find the place crawling with fiends. But you're a dab hand when it comes to dealing with beasts and bogles, ain't you? Any chance you could,
It's the least I can do.
Well, thank you kindly. And take care.
Play the creatures. That's what I'm good at. The creatures.
This shouldn't take long.
Oh, you're right.
This one.
Not even whatever. That's the wrong thing I wanted to do there. Just fumbling on the controls real quick, don't mind me. That was a new kind of punish. Oh man. Phew. I like that move a bit too much. More enemies. Aww. Oh. Gosh damn. Yeah, that's good stuff right there. Oh. We just throw a little bit to try to get a Chibo. a bit harder to time out. A bit too much throwing. Oh.
That should do it.
You made short work of that lot. Thank you, son. Now my folks can rest in peace once more.
In peace.
How long is it since the village was abandoned?
Oh, people started packing their things after the duchy fell. Between the Blight and the Imperials, you just couldn't make ends meet. Must be nigh on a decade since the last wagon left. Though it may as well have been a century, looking at the place. This isn't the Cressida I remember.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. Can't live in the past, no matter how nice it might have been. Soon as I'm done saying a prayer for those that raised me, it's onto your hideaway. I'll meet you there.
Alright. I'm really thinking, how did I afraid screw up by selling my old weapons? I know I sold off some stuff.
She thinks of anything else.
I wonder if there's anything here. Probably not, but... Yeah, there we go. It doesn't hurt to look. Yeah, it's for sure going to be something back here, though. Look, it's a wide open space with nothing in it. Gee, I wonder what's going to be here in the future. Totally not a mark or something. I feel these things in my gamer bones.
All right, Clive? You've all done then?
I am. I've placed your various orders, and a carpenter by the name of Bernard is on his way from Martha's Rest.
That's brilliant. Thanks, Clive.
Is there anything else you need?
Nope. Blackthorn and Lady Karen have already sent over everything I asked for, and I've got all my plans drawn up. So as soon as Bernard gets here, we can get to work. I can't wait.
Alright.
That's my good deed for the day done. Let's see how Jill's faring.
No, there's side quest. I was the wrong button to look. I wanted to look. So I'm not sure if I upgraded the block or not. What is the block? This is a block? This is the block.
You getting some rest? Sid?
Gotta shave up some crap. So we can check up on Jill. I just won't. We'll give her some. Oh, there's a side quest in there. Well, man, I go do this side quest then. I do this.
The little uns have been up to their old tricks again.
Do you have a moment, Sid? A team of curse breakers has gone missing near Northreach.
Which team?
Coles. They were sent to liberate a carriage of bearers before they could be smuggled to market. They were moving in for their assault when the carriage was attacked by goblins. A curse breaker managed to release a Stolas amid the confusion, but... this was days ago. They should be back by now, but I've heard nothing from any of them. I can't help but worry that...
They know the work is dangerous. But I'm sure they're fine.
But what if I've got them all killed? Before they go out, I always remind them why we're doing this, what they escaped, and what we're freeing people from. but I never really thought how my words might affect them. What risks they might take because of the things I've said.
I'll go and find them. We'll both rest easier knowing they're safe.
Or not.
Thank you, Sid. And I'm sorry to trouble you with this. The plan was to intercept the slaver somewhere in the Dragon's Eyrie. I can't tell you much more than that, I'm afraid.
That should be enough to go on. If they were there, Torgal will track them down.
Maybe... Oh yeah, I got to pet the dog one more time for a Chibo. I need them Chibos. Not that I'm going for a plat, but you know. It's a little funny thing. Where's Torgal? What the heck? There you are. Pet dog. Wow. Chibo. Wow, look at all my internet points for petting dog. 5 times. Alright, what are we looking at? Go. Well, guess we found him.
Cole, I'm glad you're in one piece.
Just about. Sid, if you don't mind me asking, what are you doing here?
Doris sent me to find you. She hasn't heard anything since the attack. She's been worried about you.
I sent a runner to the Dame in Northreach. The hideaway should have learned of our survival yesterday.
Well, I'm here now. And it looks like you freed the bearers.
Only some. The rest locked themselves in the slaver's carriage rather than fleeing when they had the chance. I want to help them, Sid. But we're barely in any state to protect those few we did save.
You made the right decision. Now where's the carriage?
The goblins may still be out there.
You have duties
goblin
to attend to
schmoblins.
here. See to the injured. I'll handle the rest.
All right. Just follow the path to the south. You'll come across the carriage soon enough. And please, hurry. If the beastmen get to those...
Oh, that's one thing I forgot to do. I forgot to check my honey trees.
I won't let that happen.
Oh well.
Thank you. And Sid, it's good to see you.
Don't thank me just yet.
I realize they're necklace.
Trying to get into the carriage.
Oh, his blocking is great. Okay. Had enough of these mages. Oops, I charge it up. Oh, well, doesn't matter. Cheapos. Yeah. The old penile puncher. Nope. Get out of here with that. Alright. Job done.
Who are you?
A friend. Are there any more survivors? Why didn't you flee with the others? If the goblins had made it through that door, you wouldn't have stood a chance.
Why should we run? One miserable death's no worse than another.
Perhaps. But we're here to give you another choice. Freedom, safety, the life you've been denied. Come with us. Let us protect you.
Sid, I couldn't just let you... You weren't too late then. Thank the gods.
Just in
Man
time.
risked his life to save yours. To give you a second chance.
Fine. Do with us what you will.
What we'll do with you is take you to safety. After that, it's up to you. Your lives are your own now.
You can leave the rest to us, Sid. We'll get everyone back to the hideaway.
Thank you. I'll let Doris know we're expecting new arrivals.
Nice lens flare. That's why he wasn't being distracted by it. Yes.
Sid, welcome back. A Stolas from the Dame arrived not long after you left. If I'd just waited a little longer, I might have been able to deal
Well,
with
a bit
things
longer,
myself.
and those guys in the carriage may not have survived.
I keep making the wrong decisions.
Cole and the others got home safely. You made exactly the right decision.
No, I was lucky. I've been tracking that slaver for months, and then I sent Cole and you after them woefully unprepared. What kind of leader sends people into danger without considering all the risks? I should have urged greater caution, told Cole to be wary, to pull back at the first sign of trouble.
We swore the same oath as you, Doris.
It's good to see you safe and well, Cole. I'm sorry.
With all due respect, we Cursebreakers don't risk our lives because you commanded of us. We risk them because we believe in our cause. No one with doubts ever joins our ranks. The agony of removing the brand more than sees to that.
We all know how much bravery that takes.
Cole, I never doubted your courage. Only my ability to see it put to good use. Thank you for your faith in me. I'm not sure I deserve it. I sometimes wonder if I might prefer to risk death alongside the others than ask it of them. But I'm a curse breaker.
I destroy them curses.
I swore an oath too. I have a role to play, and I must trust that I'm the right one to play it.
You will. In time.
Okay, cool. Ooh. Stuff. I like stuff. Is that enough AP to... Let's see. 800. I don't know why I thought it was like 525 or something. It appears that is enough fame for a thingy.
How may I help you today, Clive?
Oh,
You earned this.
cool.
Come again. I may have more for you.
I like how they introduced us. Oh, here's your thing for a bunch of side quest stuff, but we're not going to add anything to it.
Think you can help?
Maybe that'll get added to once we're a bit further into the campaign. Or done with it. One of the two. I don't know. Combo damage. Combo. I don't know. The auto charge isn't as useful as it used to be, it kind of feels like. I might... I would have money? Yeah, we'll have money there, actually. Alright.
Ah, Clive.
Talia, how's Jill?
Recovering, but she still needs her rest.
Of course. Take good care of her, won't you?
I'll do my best. Oh, Gav was looking for you. He said he had something to show you in the shelves.
The shelves. Oh, that's right. He went to ask Harpocrates about Torgor. He must have found something.
Oh, right. Because Torgo did a bunch of funny stuff last time.
You have the look of a man with the twins upon his shoulders, Rodrigue.
Talia has tasked me with removing a Cursebreaker's brand. But it's my first time and I don't think I can do it. I'm afraid of what happens if I fail. You survived, I know, but here as many die as recover. Is it really worth the risk?
You don't need me to answer that. You know full well what we're fighting for. I hope as much as you that one day bearers can walk among others as equals. But until that day, a brand is a burden, and we must lift that burden in order to go undetected. The operation may be dangerous, but it's also essential, and we undergo it willingly.
What is taken out
No.
exactly? Or augmented? I thought it was just like, well, it was just maybe the tattoo.
About my lot helps no one, I suppose. Don't worry. I'll do what must be done.
I know you will.
Unfortunately, the first thing that needs doing is the preparation of a draft to dull the pain. Something I can't do with the infirmary's ammonia supply so low. What few leaves we have would barely be enough for removing a splinter, let alone a brand.
Okay.
Just tell me what you need.
You'll go. Oh, thank you.
Of course, of course.
No
It's
one
a side
knows
quest.
how
We got to do
about
side quest.
Talia, and she swears by ammonia for easing pain. It's simple enough to find if you know where to look. And fortunately for you, I do. Along the river near the village of Amber over in Rosaria. Just search for the bright blue blossoms.
Hmm. Let's see. If we go to the swamp. Or close to it.
Come on. The river was easy enough to find. Now for those herbs.
Yerp.
Straight home now.
Oh, I feel like using the guards would be a lot more difficult in group. Gosh. But I would have reached them, huh? Job done. Nope. Yerb. Couldn't this be also be something we could grow back at the thing?
I hope it's the right one.
All right.
Should be enough to keep the infirmary stocked for a while. Hopefully this will put...
I hope you didn't have too much trouble finding the ammonia.
Only the usual.
Oh, yes. This is it. And more than I was expecting. I dare say the patient won't feel a thing. That is, unless I...
You'll do fine. Taya trusts you, which means I trust you. The hideaway would be lost without skilled physicers like yourself.
Thank you for the kind words. Truly. But... I'm sorry. I'm still terrified. The brand is more than just ink on flesh. It's a death sentence. Milk of the wyvern tail lurking just below the surface of the skin. One ill-conceived incision, a single slip,
Ooh.
and the poison fouls the patient's blood. Failure means death, and even success means tremendous pain. Days of agony as the wound heals. I became a physiker to help people, not to kill them. I don't want to kill anyone.
Cursebreakers lead hard lives, and the operation is only the beginning. They toil in the shadows, risking life and limb, knowing their efforts will win them neither glory nor acclaim. And yet we have no shortage of volunteers. The day I decided that I would take Sid's name was the same day Taya took my brand.
I remember. It wasn't long after we came here. What little medicine Taya managed to salvage from the wreckage of the old place had been used up treating the wounded. She begged that your operation be delayed until a new supply of antalgics was found. Procedure was even more dangerous back then. Only a few souls had undertaken it. Doris, Cole, a handful of other Cursebreakers, and those who are no longer with us. Those who lost their lives in the process. It wasn't something to be done lightly.
No. But it was something I had to do if I was to take Sid's name. He always led from the front and never asked anyone to take a risk for his cause that he was unwilling to take himself, even if he knew that it might cost him his life.
Scrum.
Hold still, Clive! Hold still!
I knew there'd be pain. That I might not survive. And I was afraid. But I also knew that if I didn't overcome that fear, that pain, then I would never be able to call myself Sid.
I didn't know.
We all want our brands removed. But it's a decision each of us must make for ourselves, on our own terms. Rodrigue, I know your work isn't easy, but neither is going under the knife. Be a shoulder for your patients to lean on. Stay strong for them.
You sound like Taya. Do you know what she once told me? It's natural for a patient to feel like they're suffering in solitude. And it's a physicist's duty to see that they don't. Thank you for helping me remember that. I won't falter. Not again.
All right. Unless there's like any new marks after that, which I doubt. Should be it. I guess there would have been an icon above here if there was anything new. Yeah. All right.
The little uns have been up to their old tricks again. Jill looked white as a sheet when they brought her back.
I'm curious here. What was the thing I needed for... Well, I'm not sure if the... Okay. It'll probably be a different mark that'll drop the necessary things. But oh well. I don't think we could redo marks to get stuff. That would be too simple.
Clive, where have you been? I've been wanting to ask you something about Torgal.
Yeah. Dope.
Where did you get him, like, in the first place?
My father brought him back from one of his expeditions into the Northern Territories. They were crossing a snowfield when they heard his cries, and seeing no sign of his pack, they took him in.
What do you reckon, Torms?
It certainly adds weight to the theory. Clive, I believe that Torgal may be no mere hound, but a rare frostwolf, an animal native to the far northern reaches of Valisthea. In one of our oldest bestiaries, I found reference to a frostwolf who served as guardian to an ancient queen of the north. Such was his mastery over ether, he could cast magics on command. His name was Fenrir.
Of course.
Fenrir the Frostwolf.
Now, the annals do not state it explicitly, but I have reason to believe this queen was a dominant of Shiva, a girl from the Northern Territories and her faithful hound. One awakens as the dominant of Shiva, and the other...
You're saying that Jill granted Torgal his powers?
What?
Just like Fenrir. People called him my hound, but Torgal and Jill were inseparable. He grew up as a faithful companion to the dominant of Shiva, and years later, his powers awakened. Just when his master needed him the most.
You're right. If it weren't for Torgal blasting those bastards to Kingdom Come, Jill would have been for it.
Quite. Though Torgal's power is his own, his latent birthright as a frostwolf, it had only to be unlocked.
Oh, get you, Torgal.
You're an even finer hound than we thought.
And regarding your original concern, you need not fear for Torgal's health. Why, the beast has the appetite of a behemoth. Just this very morn, I found him with his nose buried in my nuts.
There you are! I've been looking everywhere for you. Bernard's here. I need you to introduce us so we can get to work.
I shall be a moment.
Brilliant.
It is.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you. You and everyone else. But I promise I'll pay you back. I'm going to work my fingers to the bone for you lot. Starting right now. Just you wait. I'll make wonders like this world's never seen.
Then I look forward to seeing them. Now that that's settled,
yeah,
I wonder if Vivian's made any progress tracking down Kupka.
Next little workshop. That's how I use a thing. Oh. Oh, that's a full name. But maybe, is it?
I think I'll wait till mid's away to take a tour of her dungeon.
Oh. That's what they're considering as being. Gosh dang. More bubbly motors. I thought they were free and done with their escapades. Yes, no.
How goes the hunt for Kupka?
Largely in circles. We have myriad sightings of strange soldiers in unexpected places, but nothing definitive as yet. If only we knew for certain by what route he left Rosalith.
Well, keep at it. If anyone can piece this puzzle together, it's you. And I'm willing to wait as long as it takes.
What? Here?
Would that be a problem?
Do you know, Clive? I believe it a mercy that you didn't inherit your father's throne. Your poor people would surely live in fear of you.
You have nothing to worry about on that front. I won't be claiming his crown.
That is a relief.
Wonder if I should, very slowly, I have to go through all these cutscenes to do, stuff. At least I need to check so I could do the 6 hours later.
A guest?
What? Let's see how quickly I can do this. Oh.
For your trouble.
Your uncle.
It was a pleasure, in hindsight. Uncle Byron? Clive, my boy! Tap a cask and stoke the ovens, for your favorite uncle is here!
So much for being a discreet supporter of the Empire, huh? I'm sure he wasn't followed here or anything. Oh my gosh, am I seriously still getting penalized for oh, crap, what was this again?
The Dalmekian government
'Cause I did
sues for peace.
some stuff in my DSI
How shall we respond?
in the 3 games. I'm not sure I'm getting penalized for it.
to accept their fault in the matter,
Crap.
I see no reason to refuse them.
Perhaps I'll just free honey to trees.
On substantial reparations. The Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dalmecs empty their treasuries for us.
Of course, none of this would have been possible without your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
Indeed, I doubt any of us would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty Titan, nor less the wit to win him over.
The Empire owes you a great debt.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
If
Very good.
Now, let us come to the question of precisely when the Dalmecs will withdraw their troops.
Dion's fire could rid us of them in mere moments. The men of the Fist
Resume my
will not
multitasking.
withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can, and once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
Your Radiance, were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him. And while His Highness would of course prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka. He is engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dalmecs to send for him, he would not arrive in time. As much as I would enjoy witnessing a clash between Bahamut and Titan, it is not to be.
And what of your subjects, Your Radiance? If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
There will be losses, it is true. Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be built. The Empire will live on.
And finally checking platinum, and then I could have my full focus back on this again.
Dion?
I'm focusing on this. Yes, the little boy is Bahamut. Huh. I wish I misunderstood, but I'm pretty sure that flower again. Yeah, I think I got penalized in all 3 games for playing a little bit of Platinum, Diamond, and Pearl on my DSi. I mean, I got the catches and the swarms, but
Prepare for battle.
But sire,
my honey trees got ruined.
Return to your camp and await my orders.
Kind of afraid that my Gen 4, like, Pokemania guide at the end of all this would just be a skating review of Gen 4. It'd be like, yeah, your rose-tinted glasses are a bit too tinted. Gen 4 wastes your time. Alright, that's enough of this. Enough distraction. I got my honey trees, and although they'll be shaking pretty late in the night, whatever.
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in agreement, Your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
Oh, wait, no, he was Bahamut. Was he? I don't know. I'm not good with names.
So Annabella's tales were true. You disappoint me, Dion.
What on earth is Uncle Byron doing here?
Not a moment too soon.
Wait to find out.
It's time to play the game.
The little ones have been up to their own. It's just one thing after another around here.
Ah, my dear nephew, how I've missed you.
How did you find this place, Uncle?
Through the good offices of young Sir Wade. He really is the most helpful fellow. As are you, I hear. The Guardians and those they freed tell the most outlandish tales of your heroics in Rosalith. Which is why I came, to learn the full truth of the matter. Sort the fact from the fiction, so to speak.
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people of Rosalith to Port Isolde.
I was, aye.
Then I have questions for you. Please, come inside, Uncle.
Gladly. You there? There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers, would you?
My gosh.
2,000?
I have some pocket change.
And I'm afraid that is all I know.
A fleet sailing south past Port Isolde. Most intriguing.
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Coco withdrew wounded from Rosalith. Still less that my own nephew dealt the decisive blow.
What do you think, Vivian?
I think, with this news of the Dalmekian fleet and recent reports of the Royalists' movements, that the final piece of the puzzle has fallen into place. Come here and I'll show you.
Oh, lore.
It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast. So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly her royal navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Einherjar, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry. A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes, it seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea. So then, had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him? Why, home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts. But would that not entail an arduous voyage around the southern cape? Let us say that the Royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde. To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance. No. The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it. So what then was the plan of our Waluda friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert. And by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the Royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat. I would stake your life on it.
So it was the Waluders who spirited the wretch away. Now I think about it, there was something a little strange about the ships I saw. The men seemed almost crestfallen, as if in mourning, as if they believed, or were made to believe, that their master was dead.
You have a keen mind, Lord Rosfield. And you have your answer. To find Kupka, you have merely to follow the Royalist trail across the Velcroy. It may well have gone cold by now, but as they say in the Republic, all roads lead to Drake's Fang.
Allow me to accompany you part of the way. As luck would have it, I had intended to journey Canberward on business after visiting you here. The Fang would be but a short detour.
I'd be glad of the company. Give me a moment to make ready. I need to tell my friends what we've learned, and where we're going.
Very well, but be quick about it, my boy. Time waits for no man.
Of course, of course. Okay, that's out of curiosity. Let's see. No side quest. Dr. Otto.
Otto. Kupka's at Drake's Fang. I'll be leaving before sunset.
You're not going in there alone, are you?
Don't worry. I'm not going there to destroy the Mother Crystal. All I'm after is Kupka's head. I won't risk any more than I have to. I promise.
The Lanza and the Fang are all Kupka's personal fiefdom. You have any trouble on the way, you ask for Rosina Dalamil. Some call her the Desert Hare.
Who is she?
An old associate of Sid's, and only Sid's. All I know is the name, and that they used to meet at the Dalamil Inn.
I wonder if Limited Run is literally going to ship out the Freedom Planet 2 right on the last day of the month, because it says that the range from the 1st to the 31st of March. And in April we got Shantae. So, oh boy.
What about your uncle? I mean, he's welcome to stay, but...
Don't look so worried. He'll be coming with me.
Thank fuck for that.
Gav, Otto, I'm leaving you two in charge.
Otto.
You can count on us.
Alright. Time to go. On a Grunko adventure.
I'm ready to depart. Shall we?
We shall. Come, let us away to adventure.
Yippee. Oh. A new icon.
I was a young man when last I walked this path.
No.
There's an old trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
The trading post it is.
Off we go to the through the unforgiving desert. I'm so thankful I got the chocobo. Chunkumbo.
Fly, Ambrosia. Our destination.
Oh, there's already chocobo tracks.
Beyond the ruins. Mark 'em well, Clive. It's all too easy to lose one's bearings in the sands. Many years ago, when you were just a boy, you and I rode this way together.
Oh, yeah. Where's this pathway
You and
lead?
your father on a scouting expedition to Drake's Fang.
Nowhere.
He let me come with you.
I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua was born. You were so eager to be there when your brother arrived that you whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle. I shall never forget how Elwyn fussed over you as you sat in the sand, bawling like a babe.
The little lizard.
Those soldiers were in the inn. Friends of friends, I'd wager.
Here's a trading post, or just a respite.
Cook has finally made his move.
Yes, I expect that's why they're so busy. Ah, there she is. The good old Dalamil Inn. Do you know, this heat has given me quite a thirst. Quick drink before we press on?
Sure. Of course, you can't have the chocobos in the town. Hmm.
Look, there. Those are Ashen steeds. No doubt about it.
And such a long ride from Stonehair. Our Luda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them? Run along and play now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
Oh. No dogs. Oh. Whoever looked at Clive for confirmation instead of Volume Baron. Of course. Well, for what? A command from From one is mere suggestion. Do I have to?
Good day to you. Eating?
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
Oh.
2 bowls of that, then. An ale.
Right you are.
Hey, girl!
Coming!
Your pal?
Would you rather be my squire?
Sausage? What was on there? Yeah, a little bit of sausage. Not the salami. Funny how our paths always cross.
Your Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on. Prince Dion has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
Yes, Your Grace. But you must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
I wonder what chocobos taste like. Would it be like ostriches? Not that I have a reference for anything larger than a turkey.
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead skin, we'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
That'll be Cooker, then.
Well, let's get this down us. We've a long way to go.
Hey, you.
Uh-oh. But we haven't started our low poly cheese and pep.
Sorry.
Dang, I'm only getting flashbacks to that vacation in Argentina where they had like the full spread of
What's wrong?
the delis.
Trouble may be brewing downstairs.
You two are travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads, but we've got business in Canberra that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two. Friend.
Hungry.
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose.
Well, at least you knew what was going to happen. Combat.
Try it.
Oops. Big smash. Job done. Oh, I have enough for, alright. Block upgrade. Back to watch cutscenes for another half hour.
For your trouble.
How much gold does this man have on him? My gosh.
Word of advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
Good to know Uncle's traveling light. This only heavy load is the bundles and oodles of gold.
Now's our chance. Your Grace?
I'm fine.
Oh, heartburn. Huh?
Clive?
Dang, if only Torgo were here. They could probably sniff him out.
What is it now?
It's nothing. Let's go.
Oh well. Dog.
Well, we didn't know where to find Kupka before. We do now.
The Royalists said it themselves. Their guest is in the Fang. We should press on before any more.
Yeah.
Ah, they've closed the road. And it's the only way from here to the Fang. It would seem Lord Kupka is not accepting visitors at present.
We have to get through that gate.
Not by force, I trust. We've attracted quite enough unwanted attention already.
By guile, then. Perhaps the Desert Hare can offer us her aid.
Rosina Dalamil, woman of mystery. But how will we find her? We know naught of her but her name.
And that she was working with Sid. Sid's other collaborators have all been people of means, the wealthiest and most successful members of their communities. I'll wager this Rosina Dalamel is the same.
That would certainly help to narrow the search. We need only inquire as to who is in charge of the town.
And that's exactly what I mean to do.
As if that made things any easier.
Looks like we won't be getting back to Drake's Fang anytime soon.
Well, it's not our
Light it, for Gilbert's sake!
Anything I can help you with, travelers? Allow me. My good man, we represent one of the oldest and greatest trading houses of Port Isolde. We're seeking to expand our business in the region and would very much like to make the acquaintance of Dalamel's leading entrepreneurs. If only we knew where to find them.
Well, we're best known for our baths, our markets, and our smithies. I suppose you could do worse than start your search at one of those.
Thank you. You've been most helpful. Oh, you wouldn't happen to know a lady by the name of Rosina Dalamel, would you?
No, I can't say I do.
Well, thank you all the same.
Sure.
What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy?
I won't keep you long. I'm looking for someone. A woman by the name of Rosina Dalamel. Do you know her?
Never heard of her. Is that all?
One more question. If I wanted to find the richest trader in town, where would you recommend that I look?
Well, that's easy. The Briar's Kiss. Won't find a finer smithy this side of the strait. The owner's only a young sprig, but he's got all the right ideas.
Briar's Kiss, you say? Thank you.
I doubt this young sprig is the person we're looking for. You said Sid's contact was likely to be an influential sort. Influence comes with age and experience, believe you me.
It also could be inherited, I suppose.
Mummy, I want to play with the crystal.
Crystal.
How many times do I have to tell you? It's not a toy.
Can I help you?
Yes, I'm looking for a woman by the name of Rosina Dalamel. A long-standing pillar of your community, I believe, from old trading stock.
Then you should ask further. He's been here for years. Knows the place and its people like the back of his hand. And he's in with all the old merchant families. Try the baths. That's where you'll usually find him.
Thank you kindly. Well, it sounds like we have our man.
Perhaps. Let's go and find out exactly what this Furder knows.
Hanging lanterns, keep the darkness from your door.
Excuse me. Are you Furder?
I am. Can I help you, travelers?
I hope so. You've lived here for some time, is that correct? Do you know Rosina Dalamel? We believe she may be a trader of some renown.
And what business do you have with the desert hare?
She was a close friend of mine. I was hoping she might be able to help me.
Very well. Go to the bordello. I'll arrange an introduction.
Oh, that was easy.
So, do you think we can trust him?
Only as far as I think he...
So you're the ones who've been sniffing around?
I beg your pardon?
Don't play the fool. Stick your nose in our business and you're likely to lose it.
Combat. Bit overkill. My gosh. Don't worry, we're just disarming them. Blood-curdling noises. We're just pacifying them. That was a straight up miss. Oh. Not slain, bested. Cool.
Who are you working for? Him or her?
Him. The boss. He wanted us to test you.
Though one could hardly call that a test.
Lord Furder?
Look what the cat dragged in.
Your skill with the blade is rare indeed, my lord. A fitting talent for an outlaw.
You know who I am. So what now? Call in the Men of the Rock and collect the bounty?
That isn't my decision to make. Our work is done. Take him to meet his precious Rosina. She will be interested to make his acquaintance.
Yes, my lord. To the Lock of Leisure, then.
To the Lock of Leisure.
Before I forget again. Cool. Alright. Big punch. Alright, wanted to, let's see. What button don't increase range? Oh. I'm pretty happy with what I already have equipped. Wait, what was that? Oh, flatbread?
Is this the place?
Lubor's Forge. The Briar's Kiss.
So it was the young sprig after all. So much for Rosina Dalamil being a woman of experience. How wrong I was.
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. After all, it must have been years since Sid last saw her. Sorry, him. Whoever this Lubor truly is, he's clearly a man of means. I'd say he deserves our respect.
See that he gets it. Lubor, Lord Furder told me to bring them to you.
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid the Second?
I won't waste your time. I need passage through the south gate.
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity?
Product?
Why, trust.
Ah.
Everyone knows that. Without it, you have nothing.
Fair enough.
And nothing is exactly what you have. And so, for you, I, too, have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
Yeah, very busy.
Let's leave this mummer to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way. Just be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we? Why, you...
That was quite the ruckus that we made, apparently.
So, what do we need to do to earn your trust?
Nothing much, just a little murder or something.
I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants. Men like you have a special place in my heart. Why, you ask? Because they get me what I want. Always.
Fine. So what do you want?
Don't tell me you're going to listen to this swaggering scruff.
We might as well hear him out. It's only natural that an ally of Sid's would seek assurances of strangers. Assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago, he would have still been a boy.
And yet even then I had more good sense than a man, 5 times my age? But enough of the pleasantries. We were speaking of what I want.
This man has a bit too much
I want you
pride.
to put an end to the trouble in Dalamil. Return to me when you have done so, and you shall have my aid. Until then, I bid you good day.
What trouble? If you're going to give us orders, be clear about them, damn you!
Manners, Greybeard. One catches more damselflies with honey than with vinegar.
What did you call me?
My apologies. A word of advice in recompense. Follow the crystals. Oh, but that was 3. Oh, I'm making this too easy for you.
Ha! It will be easy. Solving his little riddle should be like dealing with him. Child's play. Let us divide our forces, Clive.
Poor
Whether or
uncle
not we
is
drag this parlor game on any
being
longer
humbled
than
by
we
a kid.
need to.
All right. Good luck, Uncle. I thought we were the only ones causing trouble in Dalamil.
Oh dang, there's some Final Fantasy IX merch because of its 25th anniversary. Is it 25? My gosh. Crystals, huh?
Excuse me. Is it true there's been trouble with crystals of late?
You've heard, then?
I've heard rumors.
Damn thieves. Pilfering the crystals that were meant to fill our cups and light our stoves. Us common folk have hardly had a shard to share between us these last few moons. And it isn't as if we can buy them on the black market either. Whoever's taking them, they aren't sharing.
Interesting.
Do you have a moment?
Depends what for.
Just a question. Dalamil seems to be thriving compared to the other villages I came through on the way. Is there a reason for that?
Well, we're a stone's throw from Drake's Fang for one. The soldiers guarding the Mother Crystal and the shipments need a place to spend their hard-earned gil. The men on the rock throw their money about like there's no tomorrow.
Is that so? Well, thank you. Don't let me keep you from your work any longer.
Dang, this is the Final Fantasy IX vinyl? Oh man, oh, this is limited. No, that's a it's a CD. I just say vinyl. Okay. Weird. Whatever. Off we go.
The juiciest
Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
You wouldn't believe how much he gave me.
What can I do for you, soldier? Need that sword polishing?
I'm not a soldier.
Ugh, then be off with you. I serve the men of the rock and the men of the rock only.
You have an agreement with them?
Don't be stupid. I just know which side my bread is buttered. Don't want to be stuck under some pauper when they come knocking, with pockets deeper than Zemeckis and an urge to empty them. No, just leave, will you? Before you scare them off.
I think I'm starting to get an idea of what's been going on. I wonder if Uncle Byron's learned anything of use. He'll probably be back at the inn by now.
My carpets have pride of place in Castle.
Wait, was I meant to?
Why is the tavern shut?
Hi, Mr.
You, the one who
Thingy.
broke all our furniture. What do you want? Haven't you caused enough
Oh,
trouble
Uncle
already?
paid for the thingy, so it's fine.
For my pal. Have you seen him?
The gentleman who was with you? Yes, he's upstairs, but...
Thank you. I'll go and fetch him.
What do you mean, but?
Let me treat you.
But he wasn't alone, I see.
Will this suffice as a deposit?
By the sands. That's a black pearl.
One of the many treasures in my collection that I would be only too happy to part with, should you give me reason to do so.
All right. I'm sure that we can come to an agreement, but not here.
What are you doing, Uncle?
He's gonna get through the gates by his own means.
Care to explain why you're giving gifts to Kupka's men?
Bait, my boy. One cannot catch one's prey without it. And I do believe I've snagged us quite the quarry. I started by asking around the markets as to where I might purchase crystals. I had no luck, of course. It's forbidden to trade in such things.
Of course.
But my uncharacteristic indiscretion just happened to attract the attention of those uniformed ruffians. They took me aside and said they could procure the crystallized sort if I proved I could pay for it.
So the pearl was your proof?
I thought they'd ask for more. A second-rate specimen like that would only fetch 500,000 or so. A small price to pay for admittance to the underworld. But enough about my little act of subterfuge. What did you discover?
That the supply of crystals has dried up of late. And some people seem to think they're being stolen. Meanwhile, members of Kupka's private guard have been spending money all over town. I'll wager those soldiers you've been talking to have been siphoning off crystals meant for elsewhere, and pocketing the profits.
I'll wager you're right.
We'll meet with them then, just as you arranged, and put an end to the trouble Lubor spoke of.
Ha! That preening popinjay thought this would be difficult. It just goes to show one should never underestimate a Rosfield. We'll soon wipe that smirk off his face. I arranged to meet with the soldiers in a secluded corner of the Velcroy, far from prying eyes.
The perfect place for a spot of double dealing.
I trust I can count on your support if things turn sour.
Of course.
He says if things turn sour. More like when things turn sour.
A
for a measly bunch of gazelle cream.
Won't you come and play, handsome?
Oh.
Plates and pots!
Do you think they'll be back soon?
Needed to a silken softness.
Yes, they're quite the finest fabric.
Cloud with the crushed. Yes, it's gonna go bad. Well. Off we go then. Off we go the wrong way. Understand. E.
I can walk from here.
But I don't wanna walk. Okay. Guess there aren't any chocobo tracks around here. Oh, hey. Sounds like there was some right there. Oh well. Might not be too important to follow those. I don't know. Don't have a good feeling about this.
I'll take it from here.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord. You've brought your contribution?
All the silver and stones I could scrape together at such short notice?
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yes? If you've no objections, I'd like to see the crystal.
Of course. Right this way, my lord.
Ooh.
Not bad at all. You weren't lying about the clarity. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us. You're buying from them.
Oh.
And we have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord. But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing, now that our price has been met.
Royalists, eh? What brings you here?
Why, to collect their share of Drakesfang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion of the Mother Crystal's bounty. And being such good friends, we elected to increase that portion and share the benefits. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound not to interfere, no matter where they might happen to end up next.
Did you get all that? They're in cahoots!
So it would seem.
My lord, what is the meaning of this?
Double-crossing dogs. They're not here to do business. Kill them. Kill them both.
You. Big smash.
It's not over yet, Uncle. Look, I'm just getting warmed up.
Healer sure is annoying. There's two of them. Can you out-heal these punches? Holy crap, they did. Okay, alright. Oh man. Thought I could move a bit further in than that. More? I don't know if you agree about attacking chocobos, but that'll do. Not even sure if my other thing even hit. Neat.
Well, that wasn't too bad. How'd you like my performance, huh? I've often played the villain on the stage. I think I did the role justice. Don't you?
Greybeard, you were magnificent. The battle scene was particularly thrilling. Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best.
How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly, buying one's way into the confidence of degenerates. Ingenious.
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock taking crystals meant for the common folk and conspiring with the Royalists. Well, now it's over.
Indeed it is. The people of Dalamil had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men, let alone a foreign army. Until you two came along, that is. Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with them while I fetch a wagon. It occurs to me that I still don't know your name.
Clive.
So, Sid the Second is a Clive. I suppose it could have been worse. Well, Clive, you held up your end of the bargain, so I must do the same. Passage through the South Gate, was it not? To tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many of the guards have already been redeployed to deal with the issue of their missing comrades. And those left behind have been encouraged to look the other way should you attempt to pass through.
Thank you. And please allow me to cover your costs. You still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust? I saw you pluck it from one of the bodies.
Oh, dear. Was I really so obvious?
And my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord Byron Rosfield, thank you very much.
No, thank you very much. Greybeard.
Double the...
Here, wear this.
Is there a new little badge, little seal? There we go.
Any friend of mine who sees you with it shall be a friend of yours.
Thank you, Lubor.
And please, feel free to send one of my Stoluses back to your people. Tell them that Rosina Dalamil is back in bed with Sid.
Burp.
Omia Lostelan. Tuhisakelis.
I'm trusting you, Sid. Or should I say, Clive? So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold.
Yeah.
Well then, I wish you a safe journey south.
Thank you.
Not at all. It was my pleasure.
Come on, Uncle. Let's go.
I think that's enough fame for a thingy. Oh. Guess we'll know once we're back. Oh gosh. Side quest time.
Fresh bread, warm from the oven. Here, have a taste.
Gotta uphold a reputation, I suppose, and we should be helpful.
Everything I've worked for. All those years of toil. Every coin I've ever earned is tied up in this place.
You all right?
The baths are closed. Leave me be. On second thought, perhaps you are just what I need. Might your services be for hire?
That depends on the job.
I'd have you save my business, the baths. The water's turned scalding hot and all the crystals in Dalimil wouldn't be enough to cool it. I've no doubt that my woes stem from the water's source. But I can't go and investigate for fear of my customers thinking I've abandoned the place. I'm bound to these baths in more ways than one. I beg of you. Go to Dusnoff Terraces. Tell me what you find there.
Okay.
All right. I'll go and take a look.
Wonderful. It's not far. Leave the market by the south gate. The smell of sulfur will guide you the rest of the way. These baths are all that keep me from an ignoble end in a debtor's prison. My livelihood, my very life, is at stake.
Sure.
Sweet inside.
Is that our one's back here?
They've opened the gate.
Lubor was true to his word.
Made from the stoutest stoneware.
The most fragrant herbs.
My carpets have pride of place.
I've never even forged a button. Perhaps Forge Master Luber's having fun at my expense.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Neither would I. Oh, wait. Are you Clive?
Pretend.
Sorry, my mind was elsewhere. I'm Saver, Master Luber's least accomplished apprentice. Soon to be former apprentice if I don't pass this test. Maybe I'm just not the resourceful type. People are buying up weapons faster than the Briar's Kiss can forge them, and here I am, unable to make a decent bit of kitchenware. He wants me to make a carving knife, one that embodies the spirit of Dalamil. Whatever that's supposed to mean. I don't suppose you have any idea what he's on about, do you?
I'm afraid not.
Never mind. Thought I'd ask. It was that or pack my bags.
I could give you a hand if you like. I know how busy the Briar's Kiss has been, and that Lubor needs all the capable hands he can find.
I'd be a fool to refuse.
So, where do we start?
Good question. If I'm honest, I've never made any kind of knife before. And then there's this little riddle to keep in mind. The spirit of Dalamil. Nothing is ever simple with that man.
The way I see it, there's only one way we'll be solving Lubor's puzzle. We need information. The more the better.
You're right. There's no point fumbling in the dark, I suppose. Now, who to speak to first? There's plenty of folk in Dalamil who use knives for a living. There's the butcher, of course, and any number of cooks. They're bound to have an opinion or two about the tools of their trade. All right. I think we have a plan. Let's get to it, shall we? I'll talk to every cook I can find. You speak to the butcher, and anyone else you can think of.
All right. Good luck.
Let's hope that someone says something useful.
Trust Lubor to take a simple test and turn it into a riddle.
I feel like
Get to it.
he just loves making fun of his... making fun of anybody other than him, I guess.
Welcome, sir. What can I do you for?
A question, if you don't mind. I need to know what makes a good carving knife.
You a blacksmith or something?
Something, I suppose.
Fair enough. Knives, is it? First and foremost, it's got to hold an edge.
Of course.
Most knives will make it through fat, no problem, but sinew dulls cheap steel in no time. Give me a blade which can slice through anything that crosses my chopping block, and I'm a happy woman.
So a knife that stays sharp. Makes sense.
Lights and pots!
I just have to go around asking all the people.
Just look at the detail.
Well, we can make our way back to the Fang now, at least.
Oh. Loot.
1,000 gil for a measly bunch of Gazal trees.
Won't you come and play, handsome?
I'll be asking for you again, my sweet.
Made from the stoutest stoneware.
Kneaded to a silken softness.
Yes, they're quite
The finest fabrics, fresh from the
has
capital.
several similar pieces in his house.
Here. Okay, we asked her. I guess it encompasses this entire place. Okay. Could it be above or something?
Silver platters, hanging lanterns, keep it up.
Can I say what the fishermen care about? I don't know. Oh, loot. It has to be above. Yes, I am not seeing anything down there.
I need a drink. You're going to drink my pockets.
Left it again.
So, you use a... Is it true what I'm hearing? The men of the rock are cutting off our Christmas.
I can't let anyone in until I've cleaned up the mess you and your friend made.
Yeah.
Take a sniff, good sir.
Lights and pots!
The baths are, closed for scrubbing. Please bear with us a little longer.
Maybe I need to do different quests beforehand. Oh no, wait.
What is it?
Sir.
I'm in no mood for chatter.
Sorry. Do you mind if I ask your trade?
Hunter, why?
I have a question. Can you tell me what makes a good carving knife? I assume you use one out in the field.
Has to be able to put up with some punishment. Can't be dealing with a brittle blade, not while I'm on the hunt.
So essentially both of them been sharp and durable.
Spending coin as fast as you make it. Times are hard enough as it is.
Thank you. I won't keep you any longer.
All business, eh? Man after my own heart.
So, a carving knife should be hard-wearing and hold an edge. Hardly a revelation. Let's hope Sava had better luck than I did.
A knife must be good and not bad. No, there's more.
Fresh bread, warm from the
It has to be a knife. No. But wait, there's more.
So, how'd it go? You learn anything useful, or should I be looking for a new trade?
Only that a blade should be durable and stay sharp. But I don't see how that relates to the spirit of Dalamil.
I didn't have much luck either. All the cook said was that he needs his knives to be light. Too heavy and they do his shoulder in.
So we're no better off than when we started.
Yep.
Perhaps Lubor didn't mean anything with his Dalamil remark. But that can't be right. I've bandied enough words with the man to know that he chooses them carefully. No. We must be missing something. Something right in front of our noses, most likely.
No doubt you're right, but I have to make a start soon. I can't put off making this knife forever.
Agreed. Lubor wouldn't like that much.
Right. I've been trained to work iron. The cheap stuff, mind. But it's hardy enough if you don't hammer it too thin, and it sharpens up nicely with a bit of effort. Trouble is, it's either durable or it's light. Meaning someone is going to be disappointed. Forge Master Lubor, probably.
Is there no one else you can turn to? Someone who knows their metals, perhaps?
The other apprentices know better than to help me with my test. But maybe there is someone I could turn to. A merchant, a favourite of Forge Master Lubor's, who sells metals to tradesmen passing through the Valcroy. I bet she'd know a thing or two.
It's like if I need to send out an email. Kinda sucks, I feel a bit scatterbrained. At the moment, but there's just some other things I need to multitask because I play video game.
Come on. Fly, Ambrosia. Straight home now.
Has finally made his move.
Alright.
I expect that's what.
Any luck? Or will you be needing help with your bags?
Well, I asked her, but... you tell him.
If you're looking to make a knife that will impress a master like Lubor, there are options. They're just not that viable. Featherlight adamantite knives will get passed from generation to generation, never needing so much as a lick of the whetstone. But adamantite ore is unique to ash, so doesn't come cheap.
Yes, of course.
And it's beyond my skill to handle.
Unique to ash. Are there any materials unique to Dalamil? Something which could be mixed with iron to refine it. Make it lighter.
What are you getting at?
You said that Lubor trained you to work iron. Then that's what he'll expect you to use. But he would have known that it would either be too heavy or too brittle for a carving knife. Perhaps his Dalamil remark wasn't a riddle, but a hint.
If it's cheap metal you're using, then there's always limestone, I suppose. Folk first settled Dalamil to get at her mineral deposits. And, if you know the trick, it can be melted down in the furnace to drive out impurities from low-quality iron.
Bloody hell! That must be it! I don't suppose you know the trick, do you?
It's hardly my speciality, but I've been around enough blacksmiths to know how it works.
Looks like I've got some learning to do. Clive, I hate to ask after all that you've done for me, but...
The limestone? Fine. I can hardly abandon you now. Besides, I want to know if this is the answer to Lubor's little riddle.
I can't thank you enough, Clive. You'll have no trouble finding limestone over in the terraces. The place is bloody made of it.
Then I suppose I'll meet you back at the forge.
Right you are. See you shortly.
Great.
Do you crush it up or
Just immediately turn around. I'll show you. Who put that wall there? I don't like hitting a wall. It ended up being a base, a base drop, but you know. Oh, it smells like dinner. Oh, I am a bit hungry.
Back to the stables, go.
Oh. I guess depending on,
Is it true what I knew?
The finest fabric!
The most fragrant herbs and
Needed to a
depending on a couple of text messages, I may have to end things a bit earlier. Let's see. Maybe I'll end stream after I do a handful of these side quests.
Good day, my lord.
Great. Okay. 50 seconds. I'll take that.
An excellent choice.
I guess I won't be selling any of the special swords then. From here on out. Fireball.
Thank you kindly. Anything else I can take off your hands? Pleasure trading with you. Fare you well.
Oops, I didn't mean to actually exit that. How much money do I have? Did not show there? Where did it show? Am I blind? Maybe.
Anything I can interest you in?
Oh, well, it's not enough for what I want. Oh well, I already want that.
Fare you well.
Not that I will use it, but...
Ah, I'm not too late.
What is it, Lubor?
A question that I neglected to ask earlier. Where is it that you're bound?
To Drake's Fang. To finish Hugo Kupka.
Just as I thought. Then allow me to share a secret. Drake's Fang is currently riddled with royalists. Talmeki and Waloed are allies, and as you have seen, their soldiers work hand in glove. But no nation has ever before allowed a foreign army to make a barracks of its holiest of holies.
Not by choice, at least.
And there's more. A man on the inside of the Fang has failed to report for several days. I fear there may be more trouble lying in wait for you on the road ahead.
Isn't there always?
If you're determined to beard the lion's den, then promise me one thing. That you will enter via the mines, where the guard is lightest. I've lost one Cid already. If I lose another, people will start to think me careless.
I don't plan on dying. Not before Kupka does, anyway.
Well, so long as you have a plan.
Andy. Oh, look at that. 700 subs on the old YouTube. That's CFP right there. Ooh. We've gone past the nice number. 690. Now, we're in the 700s. Okay, funny how that works, huh?
Drake's Fang should be just beyond these springs. Shall we press on?
No, I collect MacGuffins.
One rock looks a lot like another. But hopefully this is what Seven needs.
Maybe I should have done the other side quest and that would have had me go back, but would have been.
I wasn't sure how much you'd need, but I hope this is enough.
You are one of the good ones, you know that. You and that merchant boat,
Good one, what?
she's got quite a gift for teaching that one. Now, time to see if limestone is the secret weapon we were hoping for. That'll do, I reckon. A knife forged from the very rocks of Dalamil. Her spirit, if you will.
It's a fine-looking blade.
Bit crude looking,
I only
but
hope Master Lubor agrees.
That sounds like my cue. And just as well. I was getting tired of waiting.
I'm sorry, Forge Master Lubor.
Let's take a look then, shall we? First things first, Sava, do you think this is a carving knife worthy of the fine people of Dalamil?
I'd like to think so. But what do you think?
What do I think indeed? It's sharp-ish, but it won't last long with hard use. And it's heavy, heavier than it should be. You might not think it just to hold it for a moment, but sell that to a cook and you'll never hear the end of it. It looks like someone paid a visit to the terraces. The limestone was a step in the right direction, granted, but one that still leaves you short of the mark.
oh,
And I was so certain I had it all worked out.
I don't know who you found to teach you that little trick, but it certainly shows initiative. Next question. How much do you think I would charge if I'd made this?
Well, if it took you even a fraction of the time it took me, I would say you could demand a heavy purse.
And who would be able to pay that? The butcher? The hunter? The cooks over at the inn? Dalamil is home to humble traders, not wealthy lords and ladies. Rule number 1 in any business, Sava, know your customers.
Yes, Forge Master.
This is just about passable.
yeah, even that first answer would not have been it, because it was like, oh, the super rare adamantite. Yeah, sure.
Starting tomorrow, you'll have an anvil of your own.
I will. Thank you. I was wondering, what would you do if you were asked to forge a carving knife?
I'd do what I always do. Ask who it's for. If it was for the butcher, I'd make sure it holds an edge. For the hunter, I'd make it as tough as Titan. For the cook, light as a feather. And for the nobleman, I'd make it cost an absolute fortune.
Fair.
There goes a master, all right.
It looks like congratulations are in order.
I couldn't have done it without you. So much for the Forge Master's riddle, though, eh? The spirit of Dalamil had nothing to do with limestone or anything much at all. Meaning, I had you run around for no good reason.
You've passed your test. That's all that matters. You'll have a forge of your own in no time.
And when I do, I'll craft you the finest carving knife you have ever seen.
Cool, I guess there is an goblin coin. And here's an email I need to send out. Give me 1 second as I do this. Right, email sent out. Time to finish this one side quest. Whoa, I'm getting lost here. Did one side quest and COD there for a stream. Which now I need to go eat dinner and be ready for that meeting.
Fresh bread, warm from the oven. Here, have a taste.
Rib.
Plates and pods.
How's this connected here? I see.
Sweet incense.
We should get going soon.
Oh.
Yeah. Come on, girl. The gate's open now. We can press on.
What the hell are those things?
Oh. Great. Of course the water will be really free and hot if those things are around. Okay.
By the flames. That explains the heat.
Back oh, okay. Get all three of them there. Thankfully, these guys don't appear to be explosive kind. Punch.
Out of the frying pan.
What? Oh. Just hang a little bit. Oops. Nope. That'll do. All right.
Let's cool things down a bit. Let's hope it's enough to keep the baths from boiling.
That was a lot more damage than I had wanted to take in that, but worked out.
The man who's... I was hoping we'd be seeing you again.
The baths grow more bearable by the moment. It won't be long now before we are back to business as usual.
I'm glad to hear it.
Now, tell me this. What did you find at the terraces? What threatened to make me a pauper?
Not what I expected, that's for certain.
Boomba.
You tell a fine story. That's not to say I don't believe you, though. Creatures made of flame, eh? That's something due to worry about.
What attracted them there,
I
even?
burdened you with my worries enough already. Here, a small something by way of thanks. Right. It's high time I got back to work. With a little luck, the day might yet be salvaged.
Neat. Wait, do I already have that much AP? What the heck? Oh. Oh! Took a while to load. My gosh, oh, we do have a lot of points. Well, I want to upgrade this. Alright, well, not the full 3 hours I wanted to do, but I need to attend to other important things, so shall save and call it there for a stream. So, yeah, thanks everybody for watching. I'll see you guys, not tomorrow, I'll see you guys on the 2nd of April. No fools from me, probably. I don't know. I don't really have anything planned. I thought of something for the Day of Fools, but that didn't work out as I would have wanted. Oh well. So, yeah. I'll see you guys on Wednesday with some Xenoblade Chronicles 3. We'll return to this on Thursday. And, of course, more Xenoblade on... No. Wednesday. Xenoblade Thursday. Xenoblade Friday. Pokemon Friday. Pokemon Saturday, rather. And that will be that. I am very hungry. I got a lot on my mind. So I'll see you guys when I see you, and until next time, okay, bye.